Hey, hi, hello everyone. My name is Angelina, aka Bittersweetener, and you don't know me, but if you did, you would know that I have a very non traditional taste in music. This is one artist I've been listening to for well over a decade at this point, and his name is Aurelio Voltaire. Voltaire's music is very whimsical, yet very macabre, funny, but with often dark themes. It's gothic folk music, if you will. If you've ever seen the TV show The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, you may remember an episode with a giant evil alien meteor who sings a very catchy song about eating brains. That's him. I love his music, and I think he's a very based guy. So he has another song called Zombie Prostitute. And this is my warning to viewers that this is going to be a video about songs that are arguably about necrophilia. We're necrophiliatic in themes. Though if the person's undead, it's debatable. So if that's not something you're interested in listening to, click off now. Save your peace. So Zombie Prostitute is a story about how the narrator is looking to get lucky and he finds it at a cemetery with a zombie lady. Some choice lyrics from that. And I cannot sing, so I will be giving you these lyrics from these songs as spoken word poetry. I said I'd go down, but I didn't have the stomach for it. Her teeth fell out, and her tongue fell out to boot. But all in all, she was a rotten kind of cute. Something about this prospect is very goofy to me. The song is sung with a lot of mirth. I began to wonder what other songs existed like this. Songs about hot undead women and hooking up with hot undead women. Women specifically, because I'm a big fat lesbian. Now, I'm sure that my search history to find most of these songs have put me on some kind of list, but I still managed to find quite a few songs, and I'm going to share them with you here today. To meet my criteria, the musical number has to feature a woman who has some kind of agency in the interaction. I just kind of think it's hotter if the woman is consenting. And my other notion is that she has to not be completely dead, undead in some way, so think zombie, vampire, ghost, that kind of thing. I think necrophilia is a very interesting literary tool. I think this is a very fun song topic in general because it's such a, like, on the face of it, such a taboo subject. Just for the record, this is not at all a endorsement of real life necrophilia, obviously. This is, however, an endorsement to do whatever the fuck you want in fiction. Cause fuck censorship. Meeting with the dead can have a lot of connotations, depending on the context in which it's in, such as feeling haunted by relationships. But for the fun of today's video, we're gonna think about these from a very literal standpoint. So the next two songs on my list of songs about hot undead women are two songs that I've actually already knew about. They're both from the prolific band Insane Clown Posse. I like quite a bit of their music. They have so many songs, and a lot of them are very similar to Voltaire in the way that they're very narrative, and they usually have very dark or twisted themes, but sung in a very like uppity, happy, funny way, and I really enjoy that. So for any people who listen to ICP, I think In My Room is an obvious choice to be put on this list. In the song, the narrator is haunted by a woman, like a demon chick, who drives him to murder. Tap tap on the glass with a piece of ass, so young and pretty, it's too bad she passed. But she comes to my room and we talk at night. She's demonic and bloody, but she holds me tight. Undead coochie's so good that you kill a family for it. It's crazy work. It's crazy work. The song has something addicting in it to me It might just be that I'm autistic, but I can and will listen to the song on a loop for like weeks on end. Immediately, the next song on my list technically breaks my criteria a little bit, but I decided to include it anyway. Mostly because the chorus fucks. It's so good. The song is called Cemetery Girl. Girl that makes me happy, girl that makes me cry, girl that passed away back in 1985. A girl I plan to marry, a girl I plan to wed, a girl that I can chew on because my baby is already dead. Now, this is arguably just describing uh, the philia that I have, the paraphilia that I have already mentioned, that I've probably said too many times already, that if Daddy YouTube picks up on, they might just not show this video to anyone. But that's fine. However, it is mentioned that the dearly departed, quote unquote, haunts him. So that is my justification to say that it belongs on this list. That's the sole justification. So for my research for this video, I found out that ICP had a little side project called Dark Lotus. And of course, Dark Lotus also has a song about getting with hot undead women. So this song is called And We Danced. This bit is the intro to the song. It was a dark and stormy night when 5 children of the Lotus crept into a local cemetery. Their intentions were nothing more to smoke marijuana leaves and drink alcoholic beverages, but these 5 young boys were soon joined by some very unlikely company. In fact, for the children of the Lotus, this was some company that they could only dream of. I'm talking about the dead, not just any dead. I'm talking about they were joined by 5 ravishing, beautiful, lovely dead women who opened up to these boys and gave them their all. All I have to say about that is, damn, these guys know how to set a scene. Well, that's crazy. That's crazy! To open a song like that? That's crazy. The next song on this list is Sex with a Ghost by Teddy Hyde. This one's more well known. It's a song that I also really like. I think I also have like a personal extra amusement to the song because I briefly dated someone by the name of Casper, like the friendly ghost. So I just think that's kind of funny. Teddy's Hyde song is more about a past relationship and the feeling of being haunted by it. But if you take the imagery as literal, it fits that vibe that I'm looking for. The only time I ever see her is when she's behind me in the mirror. Even from a distance, I can hear her. I try to listen, but her whispers make my ears hurt. And on our dates, it's never daytime when she gets playful with a steak knife. The song is very romantic, but in a rather sad way, and I think that's why I enjoy it so much. It also makes me think about that woman who said that she married a pirate's ghost. Moving on, we have Living Dead Girl by Rob Zombie. In the song, Rob Zombie makes a lot of references to different horror films, which tracks, and his chorus for the song. It's crawl on me, sink into me, die for me, living dead girl. Crawl on me, sink into me, die for me, living dead girl. It's rather unabashedly erotic, and that's why it gets on the list. Now, I'm not a huge Rob Zombie fan, personally, but come spooky season, some of his tracks do make their way onto my playlists. When coming up with this list, I was struggling a little bit to find songs that matched my very specific theme and criteria. But I had mentioned it to my sister, who, by the way, is a metal musician. And I think if you like the songs on this list, you might also like her music. And I'll somehow link that and you could check it out if you want. But what she mentioned was the song Dead as Fuck by Motionless in White. She really came in clutch with that one. So this one is more similar lyrically to Zombie Prostitute and Cemetery Girl. And I the first time I listened to the song, I laughed out loud. She was cold to the bone, open wounds on her flesh, stitches are for bitches, body bag for a dress. I poured her a shot, she threw it back real quick. Now she's going to town with her lips on my boomstick. Lips on my boomstick. Everyone loves a good euphemism, Everyone loves a good euphemism, and this song is filled with double entendres, which firmly checks it off on my requirements to be on this list. I did also find a few songs that are more obscure that I decided to include in this list. Or obscure as far as I know. One is Turning of Our Bones by Arab Strap. It's about two undead lovers who get a second, albeit brief, chance to rise again amongst the living. So if Bacchus is a friend to love, then take this cup of kindness. Just one sip, one chug, one kiss could cure us of our blindness. Hear my wanton whispers, my loud, intemperate plea. We've been down among the dead men. Now you're coming up with me. I just think this is kind of romantic. There's something about the notion of just having one more living moment with the person that you cherish, that the person that you love so dearly. I think it's sweet. Now this song was so hard I could not find the lyrics to this next song. And I honestly don't know how I came across it. Because the YouTube video for this song, or the YouTube song for this, only has like just over 100 views. And it's from like a very like small indie band, I think. I could only find information about them like on some like obscure metal forum. But it's Kung Fu Preacher. And it's the song Dead and Beautiful, Undead Girlfriend. But I really enjoyed it. And again, these lyrics might not be perfectly accurate because I couldn't find any like list of lyrics. And I have audio processing issues. Hey sinner, can't you see a candy necklace and a rosary? Hey sinner, can't you feel a bat? Scared of pushing black high heels, she's growing a taste for human blood, blood, blood. The undead girlfriend is described as being super alluring and murderous. Just how I love my women. And next we have Olivia by Wolves of Glendale. And this is one of the most hilarious songs I've ever heard. So it's about a guy who's just chilling in his home, chilling in his apartment. And he finds out his house is being haunted by a ghost named Olivia. And Olivia becomes his roommate, and she's a surprisingly really good roommate. And then he like kind of falls for her. He's like, Olivia, wait. The lyric is so funny. And one night we start cuddling, cuddling. My lips start quivering, quivering. I feel a chilly tingle. Now my heart is a mess. Can't take my mind off this ghost. I think I'm possessed. This song is a wild ride. And I do implore you to seek it out yourself. It's really funny. The video is funny. So that concludes my collection of songs about hot undead women. If you watched all the way, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed, and consider subscribing if you want to see more of my face. Also, please let me know in the comments if you know any other songs that fit this criteria, because I would really love to hear them. And I really would love to find more of them. If you want, my Tumblr and my art shop are linked below if you would like to seek me out on where on the internet or support me in any which way. But that's all for today. I will see you later. Bye.